right, this is the Air Conservation Commission meeting. It's Thursday, April 11th, 2019. General business confirmation agenda.
It's fine.
Okay.
We may take it out of order, but nothing is added or subtracted.
Okay. The executive session, we really have nothing that needs to be discussed in executive session.
Oh, we do have one thing. Mr. A resident came in today about a possible land donation, and he prefers that it be discussed in executive session.
Okay, very well. All right, so, motion to approve the agenda is written.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting minutes?
See a mistake on this. Got to change the date of the executive session. I read them very briefly. You need to get Jeff to do dramatic readings with you. No.
Any comments, corrections? Going once, going twice. Motion to approve the minutes is written.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any announcements?
No announcements?
Any accounts payable?
No accounts payable?
All right. Well, I guess we can go right to office updates.
Okay. I'm going to have to zoom through to get to office updates here. And do you want to do all of them or just the one that's before us?
Why don't we start with this
Okay.
one, see how far we get.
All right, so in your packets last time I had the letter from GPR requesting an extension on CJ's orders for Trevor Trail. And this is what Trevor Trail looked like today. I'm gonna ask them to sweep it again. This is also what Trevor Trail looked like today. So in your packet, there is sort of towards the end, there should be a piece of paper that says Trevor Trail Fix-It Plan. It's two-sided and then a plan. And the plan is accidentally two-sided for most of you. So Calvin, if you want to come up so you can join us
Thank you.
and walk them through this.
Is that the drainage pit on the second lot or the first lot?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm speaking here on behalf of my son CJ on the water issue on Trevor Trail. In my letter, the little fix-up letter, is kind of simple and to the point that, in my opinion, doesn't need engineers or attorneys involved. But the water from Upper Washington Street, Taft Street, Nashua Street, and also Mountain View comes down across my prior property at 2 Taft Street, under Taft Street, along the border of 2 residences, then dumps out onto my former property.
Could you say those streets one more time?
Washington, Nashua, Taft, and possible Mountain Avenue, which is also stated in the DPW's letter. That water is dumped into a ditch. Many 30, 40 years ago, a pipe was put in that ditch because that water was backing up into the 1 Taft Street property, into the basement. So the pipe went down to the edge of the property and it was dumped over into the back of our former land. It-
Sorry, it was dumping into one Taft Street or two Taft Street?
All those roads were dumping onto 2 Taft Street.
Two, okay, two.
Yep.
Okay.
And I was before this board probably 7 years ago, asking if I could move that 2 Taft water to the back, and you, the board here, approved that it was not a continuous stream, and they gave me permission, which I never used. So then I went over to under Taft Street, between 2 lots, and it dumped out on the edge of the property of 1 Taft. That water worked its way for the last 20 or 50 years down under my former driveway on Pleasant Street, down the boundary line of the current Watson land and my former land of 114 Pleasant. Then it goes down through the field, onto the railroad tracks, and dumps onto my other piece of property on Jonathan Drive. So it is a town water issue. So in the old days, 10 or 15, 20 years ago, teenagers formed a dirt bike path, and redirected or rechanneled that water from that pipe, which is now being dumped onto the first 3 lots of Trevor Trail. And consequently, it's going into that pond there, it's silting, then it goes into the ditch and out, which that pond is a good thing to do. So, in my fix-it plan would be about an hour's worth of work with 2 guys with a couple shovels to take some dirt out of the current channel, build a berm with some rocks and logs or whatever there, and redivert that water, and you can definitely see that channel. Joanne and I were up there. You can definitely see the old channel, the old valley of going under my old driveway. That's what should be done. And that's going to cure a lot of these problems.
The interesting problem we have here is that on your plan, there's a blue circle with a tail, this. This is the black bar up on the tail is where the pipe discharges all this stormwater. And it's created a wetland that has been flagged. And that the blue circle with the tail is that wetland.
That's a picture on the screen.
No, this is down by the street. This is just
If I may, Joanne,
Yep.
here it is coming across Taft Street, down along the 2 boundaries, over into here, and it dumps here. This was all of my property prior, and now it's in the CJ's and selling off into lots. So that water comes down, gets dumped off there. It used to go on this path right here, under my driveway, which was not a problem. So all of a sudden, the dirt bikes and whoever, ATV vehicles, have now diverted that water to that little purple line. And it's coming down into these lots.
And
So-
into that pond. So that's where it's ending.
And then onto Trevor Trail.
Onto Trevor Trail.
And then into the ditch, then all the way around. And
Exactly. Yep.
so, what I'm saying is right where that black line is, give or take a few feet, just go in there with a couple shovelfuls and redivert that water. And there's 90% of this issue is going to be solved. Because that's the way it was. And, you know, I could say if somebody was up there doing it right now and we didn't know who was doing it, everything would be taken care of tomorrow, but I'm not doing that, you know. So, but it's just that little bit. And this wetland has been caused by the rediverting of that water. And it's not my water, it's not CJ's water, it's the town's water. And now their problem has become my problem, and I'm having a problem with that. We are not going to spend any money on engineers. Don't need it. No one takes 15 to 20 shovelfuls for an hour's worth of work and get it done. You definitely can see the old channels. Definitely can see them.
Yep. Yep. And I think this is a solution. I just have no idea how you would permit something like this within that wetland.
I mentioned to Joanne, just turn around and let me go do it, and it'd be taken care of.
Do you have any pictures of the black,
Uh,
that area?
So Kevin, what you were saying is
Let me see.
you want to take and basically just get it going back this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it take a left-hand turn instead of a straight.
Yeah, yeah.
So Calvin, is there any water at all running through that original channel?
I'm gonna say minimal.
I was up there today. It's very wet next to your old driveway where it goes under the culvert, and as it goes up the hill, from the car, I stopped seeing wet. But we know how wet it is.
Oh,
there.
it's,
Just-
you know, it's always wet in the spring and late fall,
Yeah.
underneath my old driveway.
Yep.
So how was this wetland, so this whole blue area is wetland flag?
It's really been caused by the re-diverting of,
Right. But, but it is this whole blue area?
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
How did-
Joanne took that from the map, the plan that was done.
Right. Somebody flagged it.
Do you know when they flagged it? What year?
I would say he's been on that project 4 years.
He's been on the project for 4 years, so that means it was flagged roughly 4 years ago?
3 or 4.
Okay.
And we really didn't even know that stream was re-diverted until this issue.
Right. Well, and the first clue we had was when Onyx had to dig that ditch around the end of Trevor Trail because the water just kept coming and coming and coming.
See, also another thing I was mentioning to Joanne earlier is that on those 3 house lots, I don't know the numbers, but on 3 house lots is when you start taking 1.5 feet of top and subsoil off of that property, the water is not going to absorb, it's going to run on clay, and there's a lot of clay up there. And I was saying earlier also is that once all this thing is done, re-divert that water, get these houses done, get the lawns put back on them, get the grass growing, and get the street drains done, going to cure 99% of this issue.
That's just below the pipe. The day that you and I were up there and we discovered somebody had taken a shovel. That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
They had what do you mean they had taken a shovel?
They were trying to re-divert it down, but the shovel width has got to be a lot wider to take the amount of water that comes through that pipe.
Who was doing that?
No clue.
We have no idea.
This was many years ago.
No,
this
we think it was
this
last
spring.
fall or this spring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, like I said, 6 or 7 years ago, when I was before this board on this water, is take a bag of cement and put it in that pipe on 2 Taft Street, and we'd eliminate all these problems.
This is down from the pipe exit?
Here.
Yeah.
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 So essentially, this is the motorbike rut, basically. We're talking, right, just down from the pipe, you're saying?
I can't, I don't know.
That's the shovel full of dirt.
You can see that channel has been there for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And at this particular point, it was an attempt made to keep the water going to the west.
Over towards Pleasant Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than just,
You know, I've walked that property for 50 years.
Towards
I
River.
know what it is, and I know where the water goes, and I know the problems of that place that have been created. You know, this is not a natural thing. It's just got done by dirt bikes in the old days.
And you know, when this pipe was originally put in, it was moving essentially that way, from what you can remember.
Oh, absolutely, you can see it.
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
Very,
when that pipe was put in, we really didn't care where it went.
No.
But that's where it ended up going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I remember walking the woods when we, were checking the flagging. And I do remember that area and thinking, oh, it's very wet in here. But then, Takshi was like, well, it's not flagged, it's not, and, there were no traditional wetland plants.
Correct.
So it was in the spring, obviously with spring thaw, it was wet. You could really feel the ground. So, that was that. And that was probably why, right? The water was just
Absolutely.
rushing down in there and filling in that area and then infiltrating down into, the root system and the soil that was currently there at the time.
See, right now, between all the frost coming out of the ground and that clay and no topsoil and town's water coming onto our property,
I know.
this is what we got.
this is what we've got.
when it gets if it gets rediverted into the original channel, where does it ultimately end up?
It goes under the driveway on Pleasant Street,
And then,
between the Watson's land and my former land,
Another huge
all the way
wetland
down
system.
between the two fields,
and it's into,
across the railroad tracks, onto Jonathan Drive on property I own over there.
This whole thing is a wetland as well, this whole area.
And that water has created the Jonathan Drive lot unbuildable. Not my water.
What about talking to Judy Schmidt,
Schmitz.
Schmitz, about the various options given the situation
Well-
and us going and taking a look?
Funny you should say that, because I called Judy today about something else, and she said, "Oh, I've been meaning to call you about Nashville Street." But I did tell her about this situation and that we thought we had a solution, but I had no idea how to actually permit it. And she said when she comes out here next Tuesday, she's happy to look at this as long as the landowner, which isn't even you anymore, right?
I can make it happen.
Yeah. Is okay with that. And actually, Mark Gallagher Sr. called me today while I was talking to another resident, so I haven't had a chance to call him back, but I suspect it has something to do with
Yes, I called them after I left you.
Oh, very good.
I just don't want to make this a huge political, technical issue here with just 15 shovelfuls of dirt.
There's still the matter of Mark Wetzel's letter and what he wants in order to accept the road.
If we get rid of his water on my property, a lot of this stuff is all going to be taken care of. But yes, George, I understand that. But we can't, right now, I'm trying to explain to Joanne, right now, spring is opened up.
Yep.
We just need the 30 to 40 days, 45 days to get all this stuff done like every other builder out there. You know, between the frost coming up out of the ground and the rains and all that other stuff, and lack of tradesmen out there. So, yeah, oh yeah, we understand that, but we got to cure this problem first.
Yeah. But he's wanting you to get an engineer to look at it.
Because he's an engineer. I don't need more engineers.
Yeah, well,
The world needs more.
Sorry about that.
How deep is that pipe buried? Like how far under the ground roughly? What did you say?
There was a ditch between the two lots.
Yeah.
That was it.
Laid it
And every
down.
year, my
Covered.
brothers and I had to go in there and clean all the leaves out of there.
Okay.
So we got tired of that.
Yep.
And if we didn't do that, it flooded the basements of One Taft. So we put that pipe in.
Yeah.
Then the leaves just fell over it and sticks fell over it. So, you know, between the leaves and the sticks, I don't know,
Not
5
very-
inches,
not
4
very.
inches.
Yeah, not very.
And this is this your lot or has this already been sold off to somebody? So this pipe truly goes across this lot and comes out onto this
Yes.
right here?
Yep.
It doesn't stop anywhere up here?
No.
Okay.
That lot really,
Who owns this lot? Is that already, did you already sell this? Or do you own this?
this is Brian Anderson's lot here. This is 2 Taft Street here. This is Nashua Street.
So lot number
That's
1,
Brian.
Nashua Street,
Right.
is where the pipe comes out. Well,
Well,
yeah.
it passes through.
That pipe is really on the boundary, and if you walk
really
that
is.
ditch, you can see the old steel pipes.
But you own lot 1?
No, my son owned it. I did. He bought it and he sold it.
It's sold, okay.
All these lots here are sold. You know, again, I don't want to bring up a bad name, but Direct Diesel, you know, we're dealing with those guys too, and that hasn't been fun. So that plays a whole lot into this because they still got the culvert down there with all the stones on the end of Trevor Trail. They're taken care of. Will be taken care of.
I don't suppose there's any kind of easement on this pipe where it crosses lot 1.
Not that I know of.
So the owner could come out there someday with the shovel, you know, point to the tree, and suddenly he's gonna have all the water on his lot.
No, I can make that happen. You wouldn't even know it, but I'd make that happen.
What is it? Is it plastic pipe, steel? What is it?
Yeah, it's a piece of, I'm going to say 12-inch ADS pipe corrugated.
Okay.
See, the other thing too is about when, I haven't read this letter lately, but with Mark's letter about getting another engineer involved, take care of this problem here, and a lot of that's gonna be taken care of. We don't need more engineers and costs in this place, don't. It's not my problem, because I don't own the land, but I know the land, so I'm trying to be the ambassador of helping people.
Yes.
So is it possible to redirect potentially with an elbow of sorts such that we're not actually impacting the flagged wetland area and basically stay within the buffer zone?
Yeah, we could probably do that, sure.
Maybe, except I think the flags go right up on either side of the pipe.
Yeah, that's, I'm not sure, so, right, we'd have to see.
Yeah.
I get very-
And that's why I was trying to understand who owns this property, right? Like, what could we do back from it?
What, I guess being an old farmer type guy in town, why is this such a big, huge issue of just going in there and taking some shovelfuls and moving it? I don't get it. Maybe I'm old school, but I don't get it.
George
But-
will tell you.
There's too many rules and regulations in here, and in a small town, we make these things happen and get it done.
Yeah. You just want to make sure, you know, that, you know, if we let you get away with this, then some other engineer who will remain nameless might want something.
We're in executive session now, so you gotta listen. But you know, George, if you saw it, you'd understand it a little bit better than what we're trying to tell you. And Joanne's been there, and she understands it's not our water, not my problem. We just want to get her done.
So could we defer further action, see what Judy Schmidt says of what various options, and then we could take a look at it ourselves as well?
She's got more rules and regulations you'll have to go by.
Well, I mean, my personal is, you know, we need some consensus, other than us. And I mean, I don't feel comfortable saying anything based on this letter from, you know, from DPW.
Oh, is that on the back?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think everyone's gonna have to, well, not everyone, but, you know, some of us have to be in agreement to a solution, right? And how do we come up with a solution that fixes the problem?
I've
Well-
mentioned it several times here tonight.
So we have that on the list. We have Judy coming Tuesday at 1 o'clock on the list.
Let's see what happens after Tuesday. I'll be there.
Yeah.
You know, in the old days, I'm kind of an old timer myself. People used to build ponds in their backyards
Or
Mainly-
their front yard.
or their front yards.
Well,
Side
let me put it
yard.
this way. If that wasn't done in the front yard, that'd be on Trevor Trail and it'd be all the way down through the woods, unfiltered. So that's why he did that. So let all the dirt settle, let the clean water run off,
Yeah.
and water all the wetlands down there and all those trees that go dry during the summer.
Well, we've got them stacking up like cordwood.
All right, let's wait until after Tuesday,
Yeah,
then we'll come back.
okay.
All right, so Judy's gonna call me if she's going to be later than 1 o'clock in my office.
Just, you know my number.
Yeah, good,
I'm on a speed dial with you.
very good.
Do you want to talk about
Labeled sheriff.
217 real quick?
Oh, we could? Yeah, while you're here?
If I'm available, I might be able to come on Tuesday.
Okay, that would be good.
Joanne's asked me to talk about 217 West Main Street.
Briefly, really briefly.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Contractor's coming back from Florida on the 26th of April. I'm his first client. We're going in there to finish the tree box filters, to finish those cement tanks. I'm not gonna build the other 3 buildings this year, so we're gonna go in there and level it off, landscape it. Before that, I'm putting in a water spigot. I've got all the 3 permits in place to put a water spigot on 215. So we're gonna put it right on the boundary of 215, right next to the sewer pump that's pumping all of the town's water on my property again, thank you. And then I can irrigate the trees that I'm gonna be putting on with the landscape plan. And if I don't have the water, it's no sense in doing those, they'll die. So all that's just coming, and then after May 19th, I'm out of commission for about a month and a half. So we're trying to get all this stuff done before that happens. And then everything will just be done, almost done.
Yeah. I was over there today. Everything looks good enough,
Okay,
all things considered.
Then again, you know, winter just left us.
yeah.
It's so sandy over
It
there
snowed the other day.
that
Mm.
nothing's running, nothing's moving, everything's just soaking in.
Yeah.
It looks, goodish.
Yeah,
Goodish.
good.
Did you want to touch Nashville Street while I'm here? If you don't, that's great.
No, let's not.
Good, thank you.
Good,
See y'all.
thanks.
Yeah.
You guys got it. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, next up is public hearing, notice of intent continue 10 Fox Run Drive, DEP file 100-0435. So,
Good evening. Thank you all for joining Daisheng and me for a site visit last Saturday. We missed you, Joanne. but
Thank you, I missed
we-
you all too.
We know you know that site as well as the
Yep.
rest of that area. And as I indicated in the email that I sent right after the walk, I have hard copies of the plan showing the new flags that Daisheng had put, as well as the adjustment to that rear property line. So, just circulating them around both ways.
Is the Shang ever brief?
I'm sorry, is Sheng,
Ever brief?
does he ever? No.
He was on fire.
He was. I hope he didn't delay you for your next appointment.
It was great.
So this is the same thing that you sent to me,
Yes.
which they all have.
Yes, they-
So now
which
we
they all
have
have.
it twice.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I didn't know if you had an 11 by 17 copier, so.
Yeah.
That's good. Printer. So, and you got Daisheng's report with.
Yes.
Okay, so you have that.
Yep, and I sent that all on to you guys.
And then the other thing that Jess had asked for in the field was the selectmen's release of the lot.
Yep,
So you have that.
Yep,
yep, this is excellent.
So I think I've distributed all the paperwork I have. So just recapping what we discussed in the field, Daisheng, as compared with the previous drawing, Daisheng removed flags X7 and X8 and connected flag X6 directly to flag X9. And then he shifted flags 10, 11, and 12, retreated them further into the wetland from where they were, which allows for an actual backyard, which allows us to extend tree plantings around the entire perimeter of the rear yard to prevent any intrusion towards the wetlands. And we saw on the site where the house corners are for this house. And we stood by the electrical boxes at the street to see where the driveway is proposed to come in. And we discussed that stockpiling would occur at the outer edge of the buffer zone in the two areas we show in the front lawn area. And we discussed the three sign locations depicted on the plan. Might be a little bit light on the printout, but
X's, are they little X's?
These circles.
a circle with a line. So like there's one right here. Try to darken it a little bit.
Okay, all right, I
Yep,
see.
and then there's another one over at this end here, and then there's one in the middle right here. And as we saw as we stood out in the back of the lot where the stone wall is, that it will be a gradual taper back from the rear of the house, and that the grade change at the rear of the house is about 2 feet in elevation, so it's not an awful lot of fill coming back there. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
walkout
it.
basement, so we're working with the terrain.
How many feet from the foundation drain to the wetland line?
We are
Probably says in a Mulaney box here
probably in,
somewhere.
might have been in the box on the plan.
That's on
here.
the right side of the house there, Joanne? The FD, is that right? Foundation
Yep.
Yes.
drain? Okay.
Yep. 12 feet?
That's actually about closer to 15 feet.
Okay.
It's 12 feet to the from the wetland line to the tree line where the erosion control line is here.
Okay.
And then it's probably another 5 or 6 feet to the discharge of the foundation drain.
So 12 feet from the wetland line to the erosion control
Yes,
line?
yep.
This first one's the erosion control line?
There's the two erosion control lines
Okay.
separated by 5 feet.
Yep, okay.
Because under the EPA rules, within the first 50-foot buffer zone, you provide double protection with the erosion barrier.
Steve, what's the elevation right at the flagging? I see 243 at the stone.
Yeah, if you see over here, Bonnie, there's an elevation 242 that comes in over here by Snake Hill Road. So
yeah.
that elevation,
Does that wrap around?
that wraps around pretty much along where the wetland line is.
So there's basically a foot of differential in elevation. there.
Right.
Okay. So I'm just curious, as we saw previously with another applicant, changing, removing topsoil, putting a house in, affecting drainage. Is there a concern that, the wetland in that area and plus drainage off the street will start to encroach on, the back of the house down the road at some point in time?
No, there is a stormwater basin 9028, just to the west of the proposed house site. So it's right on the corner of Fox Run Drive and Snake Hill Road. This basin is receiving runoff from a set of catch basins right on Fox Run Drive, so it's
Okay.
part of the subdivision development.
Yeah,
As you see here, the westerly side of the front of the house and the side of the house will drain right towards that basin.
mm-hmm,
That basin has an outlet control structure that we saw when we walked along Snake Hill Road,
Yeah.
which discharges back towards the wetlands
Yeah.
to help replenish the water flow to the wetland.
Mhm.
And along the rear of the house, as we discussed on site, we're not proposing any in-ground infiltration system for drainage. This lot didn't necessitate it because the
The
drainage
slope, yep.
calculations for the subdivision had accommodated this lot.
okay,
So this can have a typical gutter downspout system with a baffle on the outlet
Uh-huh.
which would allow just for gravity sheet flow down towards the wetland, pretty much in the same direction as the foundation drain,
Okay.
just to keep the existing pre-development flow pattern consistent with under post-development conditions as well.
Okay. And is the plan to keep a couple of existing trees as part of that back border?
Yes, as we saw on site, there were some specimen trees there
Okay.
that pretty much line up with where this row would be, so we look to save those as we discussed.
Okay.
That the hardwoods certainly are hardy enough that
Uh-huh.
once the surrounding trees are removed, they would still make it. The softwoods probably not.
Okay.
So can I make it a condition if those trees that we talked about were going to need to be come down, let us know?
Sounds good.
And I have since had a change of heart about taking trees out of the woods to plant in lines along the back of houses. I think we need new trees. So that we're actually getting more trees instead of just moving the existing trees. That's my recommendation.
So it's trying to take trees from further in?
Not on this,
We hadn't proposed it specifically.
No,
In
no.
general, you're discussing.
On other properties, yeah.
right.
Are you proposing certain size trees to be planted? New trees? Is there a size?
I believe what we specified on the plan was a 1.5 inch caliper shade tree, which was consistent with the way you've conditioned it on other lots.
Yep,
Mhm.
and that's a
Okay.
What caliber?
1.5 inch.
It's a small tree, but they acclimate really well when they're little.
Okay, yeah.
Ash?
Shade. We
Oh,
should-
the shade,
with
shade
yeah.
trees.
Yeah, not ash.
Not
trees.
ash.
No.
Much too vulnerable to
No.
it.
Sad, sad.
In my mind, imagines hearing what they're scribbling.
It's sad that we've lost so many ash trees.
Oh, yeah,
That borer has really done a number.
yep.
And how far apart do the trees are they
They're
planted?
10 feet apart.
10 feet, okay.
We're showing 15.
15 feet?
We're showing 15 trees spaced 10 feet
15.
apart.
That hearing thing.
So Jan,
And the
you're-
boulders also are interspersed, so those are also 10 feet apart.
you're saying your preference is to see the newer trees being planted versus trying to retain some that are aged.
Oh, no. I think keeping as many existing trees as is possible and practical,
Okay.
is.
Just don't transplant from elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
my
okay, I
concern.
see.
Further up in the development, they had proposed going into the woods and transplanting saplings from the woods onto the back lines of the, in
Yes,
places
yes.
that we had asked for trees.
Right.
The take rate is pretty low.
It's
The
hard,
rate of dying after.
it's hard to do,
Yeah.
and if we're looking for more trees, we should get more trees.
Right.
Instead of taking already
Stock,
existing
yeah.
trees and moving them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Having
I
already
agree.
existing trees doing well where they are.
Right.
They're killing half of them.
Yeah.
It's like a hair transplant.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Unfortunately, where they take the hair from, you can cover it. We can't cover our tree areas.
Is there a sidewalk going in? Oh, sorry. Is there a sidewalk going in?
There was an existing walk there, if you saw.
Yeah.
Was there a sidewalk?
Yeah,
there?
yeah, there was.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's there.
Wow.
It's the thing with
Both
the
sides of the
granite
street.
Wow,
mailbox
both sides.
posts in the middle of it.
And then did it and it went around the corner, down
It's-
down to the,
It stops at Snake Hill Road.
It's the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
stops,
it doesn't
okay.
go down.
See,
Yeah, that's.
It does say
yeah.
walk right there.
it does, I know. And I was just looking like, wait,
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing a sidewalk. Okay.
One of those things you don't notice.
Yes.
Anything else? Can I have a motion to approve the NOI and begin drafting it order conditions?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to continue the hearing to April 25th.
Oh, I'm still writing, sorry. So
Motion to continue.
motion to continue, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for your time this evening.
Sorry. Tired.
Long day,
Yeah, very long day.
It's almost the end of the week.
that too.
Thank you. Have a good evening. now.
Thanks.
All right, where'd my pen go?
Like 5 in front of you.
I know you.
I was just using it.
There's one there.
You moved it.
On purpose.
Mark, I don't know.
With your mind.
Gotta watch out.
All right, our next agenda item is a public meeting request for determination of applicability, 83 Whittleton Road. Good
Good evening. My name is Ali. Thank you for telling me to use the back door. I was waiting up front, like, oh man, there's no. I don't know.
Oh, I think it
Oh.
says
Yeah.
on the front door too, though, doesn't it? After
Go to the
hours,
side.
use the side door?
Yeah, I saw the Prius, so.
Oh, good. So you knew we were in here.
So first, I do apologize for my accent. If in case you didn't understand what I'm saying, please tell me to repeat. So, that's what I do when I sell cars. And shall I tell my project? Or shall
Yes,
I-
yes,
okay.
why don't you,
So
better coming from you. I've got,
yes,
I have a copy of this plan up and then the plan
there is one
that you,
zoomed in.
the one that you gave me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which lot is this?
Lot 5.
It's the purple one.
All right. So something not a must, something good to have. That's what I'm planning to do. I would like to have a place to make a patio. No cement. Everything natural, just clean. Put some rocks and do like brick. Small path, 3 foot wide to the pond, and have a floating dock.
And to have a floating dock?
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
removable one.
Yep.
10 by 10 the patio, just to have a place in the shade.
Full of trees.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Well, I did plant like 30 shrub yesterday and 15 other like arborvitaes. I'm bringing back the forest.
Nice.
So what's the path gonna look like?
It's something similar. That's not exactly the direction. Like maybe it's gonna be on the right side, but something to get through the pond.
Do you mean what's it gonna be made of?
Made
George?
of what?
And maybe I just cleaning. I don't need a material. If you accept to do some small stones, that will be perfect. If not, I just clean and have just dirt.
What about wood shavings,
Cedar
Mulch.
chips?
Mulch or chips?
or chips, like, yeah, chips, like
Town mulch.
town mulch?
I can use that.
How much clearing has to be done back there to put a path in?
That the white of it, like
Like, how much would you have to clear in terms of like trees and
No.
shrubs and,
no shrubs, no tree, nothing.
what's back in there?
It's really quite open, mostly white pine.
White pine?
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
it's very open. There's hardly any understory till you get really very
How
close to the
wet?
pond.
I'm not cutting any plant, not
Okay.
tree. There is some dead trees that like completely dead, like they're a little bit.
We like dead trees.
You like that?
Well, the animals, the birds, the owls like them, the
Well,
fox.
I take care. I feed all the birds,
Insects.
so don't worry about it.
So you're not taking down any trees?
Huh?
Not taking down any trees?
Even the dead one?
No trees, no shrubs, he said.
No shrubs, no trees. yeah.
No, no.
No pine.
But
just
it's
for
like
my
completely dead. But for the path, there's no cutting any tree. There is 1/4 of tree in the middle of the patio, so it's one like been naturally broken. So it's gonna be it's dead one, but it's in the middle of the patio.
So is it flat enough there for the patio that you don't really have to do any grading?
No, it's flat. I just need to clean it to make the brick look. I was
At
thinking
least
and
it's
thinking
quite
about.
flat.
Yeah.
I did a Before I came here today, I have like tape measure. It was 108, but I don't know if like the tape like go with trees, but it's like 108 foot.
Oh, you mean
feet.
from the patio to the water?
Yes,
About
from-
108 feet?
So yeah, from this line
Yep,
to the water is like 108.
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm not sure like if you are welcome to do your measurement, but maybe it goes right and left. I couldn't do like straight line,
Yeah, right.
but it's about like 108.
Go
So
around the trees.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I with a circle.
Okay, so there's a dead tree. Is it like, is that already like height at all, or is it just a stump already? Or?
It's like around. I'm gonna do yards. I'm not good in foot,
Yeah, yeah.
so about like 2.5 yards.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then broken off.
yeah. It's the other one. It's like that. I can leave it. The
So,
woodpecker is his favorite.
so while it's
Yep.
exactly why we like dead trees.
Exactly.
Then there's one perfect for him.
Yeah. So the like what George was asking, right? So it's not perfectly level. Obviously, you want the patio to be fairly level. So you just plan to bring in some stone to kind of level the brick to a certain extent.
Yeah.
No digging, just lifting up whatever side is already
No
low.
digging,
Okay.
because it's like a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And down where you want to put the dock, are you able to walk right down to the water there, or you have to do any?
Nothing.
I've
It's
never-
gonna be 20 feet.
So-
Just
Interestingly, I have a picture of the Middleton's dock.
exactly like this one. This is the one, but I'm gonna have like a T style.
Yes,
Okay.
it comes in many different configurations
Yeah,
from
this is
Home
the one.
Depot.
But
That's an advertising for Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yours will be floating.
Yeah, it's not fixed. No,
So not, it doesn't even have these feet.
it does.
It does have these.
Yeah, no floating. You mean like they have something like they put that barrel under it?
Right. Right.
No, it's gonna be like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it would float away from the bank.
You would,
You'd
have
have
to
to
be.
attach it somehow
Right.
to the side of the bank.
Yeah.
So two 10-foot sections, I guess, right?
Can you repeat that, please?
Two
Uh,
10-foot
10
pieces.
If it's 20 feet long,
Yeah.
it'll be in sections. Because if it's one dock, you're not getting it out.
No,
Right,
it's three
and this-
pieces.
Yeah, and
Three
this
pieces,
does,
okay.
Yeah.
all these Home Depot docks come
So-
in pieces.
To that, to any pole, it's a piece.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So do you know how?
No, I
big-
can't.
But it's a
Like,
T shape. It's
Yeah.
It's a
two
two.
sections and then one going the other way.
Gonna be 3.
Yeah. Okay.
The two section will be like 16 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
20. So 8, 8,
Yeah, these are
Size
eight.
24.
8, 8, 8, 24. I think,
Yeah, okay.
including that. I have one with picture with me. Can you access this? The second one has measurement. Can you access it? Or?
No, this is just a screenshot, but I know each of these sections, so it's 8 feet to here.
Yeah, 8, 8, 8. So 24, including the T shape.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a total of 24 feet in length.
I believe so, but they said it's 20. Let me
Because
pull up the
if
picture.
it's sideways, if the last piece is sideways,
It's
it's
only
only.
4.
Oh, yeah.
It's 4 by 8. That would be 20.
Yeah,
We've turned it.
Oh, turned it.
because the last is a T.
Oh, oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right, it's 20 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing a total of 3 pieces, 2 straight, and one's the top of the T.
Hmm. So
And how
this
does
is the
it-
one.
How does it rest under there?
Yep. At least this one does.
Yep.
So in this picture.
So it's
um,
20.
this is just overlap.
Yeah,
that way,
8
but then
wide.
it's 4 widthwise.
Mhm.
Okay, yep. Yeah,
So
it's
8, 8, 4.
16, 20.
Right.
and then
8, 8,
spread
4,
out.
yep.
Yep, yep. Okay, great.
Do you know what the change in depth is from the bank going out?
20 feet?
No, well, no, so you're standing at the depth of the water.
Right, yeah, going out 20
Yeah,
feet. What's the
going out.
depth out at 20
Yeah, out
feet,
to-
right?
yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah, 20
I
feet,
might
yeah.
use like 2 feet in the land, so just to put the deck. So not straight in the water. So you
Sure.
don't start counting from the water. It
Yeah.
will go down. So I'm gonna use some land to just
Right.
put on.
All right, and then you're gonna have floats underneath
Mhm.
the end, so so the dock floats out?
No.
No, I think
It's all
these
gonna be
poles
just-
basically kind of hold it
Stands on
up.
feet.
No, but how do you, if it's
Oh, wait,
50
you're saying
feet, 20 feet out,
They won't.
there's
It's-
no way you can get a dock out there.
If it was
Well-
50 feet deep,
Yeah.
oh, Sandy Pond's like,
Well,
Yeah, I don't think it is that deep.
Well, I'm just curious, that's
So,
my argument,
yeah.
right? I don't
Even
know
though
how
I-
deep it is in there.
But if
I
you
didn't
look-
test if there is mud. Maybe that would not work. Maybe the mud will go deeper. Like I don't know the type of the. I need to ask someone.
So I think what Bonnie's asking,
Yeah.
have you been out in the water 20 feet? How deep is it? Do you?
I
you don't
don't
know.
know.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe-
I haven't
You
touched the
might wanna
water, so I'm
check.
not sure if there's any.
Personally, I would check before I buy anything, because. I
Exactly,
wanna know-
no.
Right, I wanna get out there and know how deep it is, like 10 feet, like 5 feet out, 10 feet out, 20 feet out.
Yeah, take your
'Cause then-
tape measure.
then- Right,
in
then
your-
you know
in your
exactly
kayak.
what to buy, right? Because you don't want, because you might not be able to get, a
Exactly.
20-foot dock, you might be, maybe a 10-foot dock is,
I don't think 10 foot because you can see the mud. It's very shallow at the
Okay,
beginning.
okay.
The other side, yes, it will work because it's straight. There is rock
uh-huh,
and it's deep. So last year I went there,
uh-huh,
some fishing.
uh-huh.
I didn't catch anything yet.
That's why they call it fishing.
It's catch and
It's not
catch
catching.
and let release. So, but they told me like there's a trout there. So one
You're gonna catch it.
one trout.
It won't be there long.
So about testing the water, who like I told him, I can do it myself. I have someone in Harvard in the laboratory can do it for me. So
Yeah, 'cause that's not on the town's
is
list
it
of
town
ponds
responsibility or
that-
no?
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
So,
I will
Yes.
save you some money for that. Don't worry.
We won't say no.
so,
So,
so this is just for hanging out, not swimming probably, it's probably.
No,
pretty
not
muddy.
swimming. I'm gonna like have some
Yeah.
kayak and bottle of scotch.
A dangerous combination.
can we come?
You're welcome to join us.
That sounds pretty good.
Now we're talking.
So I was telling Ali that whatever is decided here, we need to know that it's going to happen 7 more times.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we were originally
Yeah.
really concerned about.
Right.
This was a big discussion early on,
Yep.
yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
were concerned that then with all the planned houses across the
Right.
pond.
Yep.
However, I was thinking, across the pond, if that whole strip is
Mm-hmm.
open space,
Yep.
Right.
then we can limit that to a community dock.
Yes. If they
One
go
community
if
dock.
they follow through with our recommendation.
Right.
Yeah.
Pass
Good way to go.
Pass the erratic down to the community dock.
Exactly.
so, any more questions on this? Do we know enough, or do we want to see it?
Probably see it, no?
It might be just because there might be 7 more, it'd probably be good for us to see it.
Well, you need to, if you look at, let's go to the full map, please. Okay, so number 1 from the left side, that doesn't have access to the water.
This one. This
And
one?
number 8, and the one next to it, they are straight on the water, so they don't have the patio. So the only thing is between 6, 5, 3, 4.
Okay.
Number 2, they don't have access to the water because there is like small like mid island, like they don't have access to the water.
Okay. That's
So there's only 4
Yeah.
that have access.
So help me, I don't understand. How are you
This one
claiming
doesn't
that?
have access to water,
In what way?
but this is the land, but the water. He doesn't like. if you see it in person, like there is also land in here, not water. It shows that there's water, but
Okay.
that's the map.
Oh, that's
So-
just the wetland line.
Yeah, wetland.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay,
not-
okay.
it's not
So
the
if you
water.
go
Alright.
there, you'll see
Yeah.
like wetland, like not like real
Okay.
water. Obviously, like only like lot 6, 5, 4, 3,
Right.
they have access to the water.
And even 2 doesn't have access to the water?
It's like wetland. It's
Yeah.
not like clear water
Okay.
Even out quite a bit? Like out into here even?
because
Iris
there is
kinda went-
another land in here very close to here. It doesn't show on this map,
Okay, okay.
so it's like
Yeah.
Okay,
triangle.
well, so not 7 more, but
4 more.
4 more.
There is more. So
Right. So, we schedule a time to come out and look at it.
yeah, absolutely. I'm available all day on Wednesday.
We usually do Saturdays.
Saturday I work 9 to 6. You're welcome to come after 6.
How
Before
about
9?
Before 9. We're early. Actually,
This Saturday,
I can't.
like
Yeah, I think
This-
this
I
Saturday.
can't do this Saturday.
the other Saturday, I'm going to pick up my brother from the airport at 8 in the morning. So,
Oh, next.
do you need me there?
No,
No?
You can go. Like, I'll
Okay.
go whenever you want.
okay.
If you want, I can do some mark where I have a spray, like organic spray.
Sure.
Yeah, or even steaks.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
Just some-
I have
just
like a orange sticks too.
Steak or
Yeah.
The path,
twig or something.
whatever you decide, like it's not a must, but there is a clear road because I walk there like almost every day to
Have some
meditate.
scotch.
Have some scotch and meditate.
Mosquitoes?
Not yet. Yeah, the mosquitoes like this one. So-
Yeah, if you could just give us an idea where this is gonna sit.
Yeah, I will put some like orange. I have some orange. I have like a really nice landscaper who like take off all my shrubs when he do the snow shoveling. So
And I assume this path is the least
it's
obstruct, right?
Mm. because
It's
now
the most direct route?
I usually walk from here.
Oh,
right?
okay.
But I don't know what did that in a hurry. But something the easiest access that I don't need to hit any tree while I'm walking.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Sober.
Because you never
It's getting
know how it's
back
gonna
to
be on the way
house,
back.
That's the problem.
Path of
In the
least
dark.
resistance.
That's what we call it.
So you're welcome to come in anytime you want. Like if you do like Saturday, I will be home Saturday. The following Saturday, I will be home like around 12, and
Which Saturday is that?
it's a 20th, I think.
11,
20th,
13,
it is
20th,
20th.
yeah.
On the 20th, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can schedule time like at noon or afternoon, I will be with you.
Does that work?
I'd rather do early,
Yeah,
and
me
that
too.
Saturday's fine, but I'd just rather do early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will leave some sticks for you so you look at it.
Okay.
I will put a mark on the tree that woodpecker doesn't like it.
The tree that's gonna be removed.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like a quarter of tree,
Stump.
like, but the other one, it's also that I don't want to remove it.
Yep.
One tree next to the water is like completely dead. It will be if you accept me that I can push it and not remove it. So it will fall if you push it. So
We'll let you know.
yeah, not a must. All the project not a must. Love to have it. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, we'll come out, we'll look at it, and we'll be in touch.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great.
Have a great night. Nice
Thanks.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. So 4/20th,
It's just a meeting.
8 or 9,
Alright.
that day?
What time did we say? On
I don't
8?
think we said.
We haven't said.
Oh,
So the 20th at 7 a.m., I'm going to be up to my knees in the Nashua River doing my first water testing excursion.
Oh,
But you've been out there already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so 7:30?
have to go from there to drop the stuff, the water right off at the lab. So I betcha I could be available at 8:30
Okay.
if I need it, unless you want to go earlier. That's reasonable.
No?
8:30, okay. That's the 20th.
20th, yep.
All right. And next up, Coal Place Conservation Restriction.
Bonnie, you were gonna do something about,
Yeah, I had a couple comments.
okay.
And you guys are doing the sidewalk on Tuesday?
Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
After reading it a couple of times, I had a couple more suggestions on edits that were not sort of caught. On page 4 of 21,
Yep.
item 3. So placing, filling, storing, or dumping of soil, refuse, trash. I think I would put in, before I would say dumping, beach, sand, comma, soil,
What kind of sand?
beach, sand.
So AJ doesn't want to put in a beach.
Well, somebody who owns the house after him might want to put in beach sand. So I think we need to put it in here.
Okay.
Because this is
Perpetual, right?
perpetual.
Yep.
Thank you.
What page you on, I'm sorry?
4 of 21.
And which one?
So where do you want to put it, before soil or
I would
before
say either
refuse?
after soil or
Yeah, right up front.
before soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to
Yeah.
you. And then in 4, removing, cutting, pruning, or destroying vegetation, and it says native or non-native. So there's a little conflict here, because this is in prohibited uses and reserved rights. So prohibited means no removing, cutting, pruning, or destroying vegetation, native or non-native. But then in prohibited, in reserved rights, on the next page, and it says with prior written, this is in 5, sorry, no, sorry, in 4, and 4. It says with prior written permission of the grantee and division, the right to remove or control hazardous trees, poison ivy, oriental bittersweet, which is non-native, and other invasive or exotic species, which are considered non-native, by methods including but not limited to. So I don't know how I would deal with the prior statement on page 4.
You just want to scratch the or non-native?
I don't know, because it's maybe scratch non-native.
Makes sense to
Or
me.
maybe, or how about everything in the parentheses? And just, you can't destroy any vegetation. Why make a distinction?
Well, because you're giving him the right to do it in the next section.
Right, you're
I think
giving them
that's
the
what
right
Bonnie's
to
saying.
remove, like,
But the next section has written permission required.
okay, written permission,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
the prior written permission of the grantee, that's us, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
right, right.
And it's
So it's-
specific to hazard trees, poison ivy, bittersweet, other
Okay.
exotic
Or-
invasives,
Okay,
But I see where Bonnie's going because it
All right.
contradicts itself. So I think
Yeah.
the idea of you can't take anything out that is native, that's supposed to be there.
Right,
But
right.
we would allow you to take out the stuff that's non-native. Tell us about it first, but we will allow that.
But I
And
think
that makes more sense.
poison ivy is actually native.
Native, yeah.
Oh, well, we could scratch poison ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Native
but
but nuisance,
Native
Right.
nuisance, yeah.
toxic.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it says hazardous trees, I assume that means a safety issue,
Yes.
like,
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, how about in the page four, we just got rid of the non-native, right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, just get rid of non-native.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would take that out.
And then
Yeah.
we could add a sentence that said, see for the next section for permitted, you know,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Well, so it says,
Yeah.
except as allowed in writing by the grantee and division to remove hazards to users which will not be. See,
Where are you on that?
at the end of
The end
four.
of four,
At the end
yeah.
of four. Oh.
Yeah,
except
as allowed in writing by the grantee and
Right.
division to remove hazards.
So how about CB3?
At the end of hazards to users?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you put
Is
a
it-
parenthetical in there?
yeah.
Is it
Okay.
B3 or B4?
B4.
B4,
B,
or B,
oh, yep,
Four.
sorry, 4, yep.
That works.
Okay.
and then what do you think about including root systems? And still in four. Removing, cutting, pruning, or destroying vegetations and root systems. Does that not, is that redundant?
No, I think it's nicely specific.
Well, but 2 already says excavating. Would that not
Yeah.
cover that?
Removing soil, loam, peat, gravel, sand, rock, or other mineral resource or natural deposit.
Now where are you?
That's
Two.
2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
That's more,
Yeah, maybe
kinda-
maybe not specific enough.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I see where you're going.
I don't have a problem with that.
You have a
Root
problem?
systems awful broad though, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
it's basically, it means digging up, you know, not just cutting something down, but removing, you know, whole
Well-
plants by their roots.
The one thing I was thinking is even though I won't be present on the sidewalk, one thing that ultimately should be stressed with the applicant and put in writing from, is that, you know, once this is accepted, it really underscore that these are reserved rights,
Mhm.
but just because it's a reserved right, it requires
A permit.
It still
Mhm.
requires
Yes.
permitting through the commission.
Right.
Mhm.
That's going to really need to be emphasized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a little little sentence that to put somewhere,
Yeah, but I think that should also be
yeah.
in a letter that it goes with this or
Mhm.
something, because it'll get lost in just a sentence
Yeah.
too. But just to underscore, yep, you can do all this,
Right.
but you still have to get.
Right,
permitted.
and her email to us made that point, so.
Right.
So that's
Bonnie, how
in
about-
different pieces of B. Should that written permission be brought up to B itself, the paragraph of B? Because it doesn't really say it in the paragraph of B. It says it in like the sub-bullets, you know, like the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Should we make it like stand out a little bit more, like by doing that? So the grantor reserves the right to conduct or permit via written permission, you know,
Yeah.
or the right to conduct.
Or maybe capital P permit through the Conservation Commission.
Yeah, I would more.
Yes.
I was gonna say, for, of the Conservation Commission for, like, kind of asking, or whatever, permitting through the Conservation Commission for prior notification before exercising any right which may have an adverse impact on the conservation interests, like as listed below, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, the grantor reserves the right. Yeah, the grantor reserves the right to conduct, with
comma.
prior written permission of the grantee, parenthetical Conservation Commission, the following activities, provided they do not, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
before exercising the right
Yeah.
which may have like adverse impact on the interests
Right.
of the.
Let's see.
The grantor reserves the right to conduct a permit,
Through the
Following
Conservation
activities.
Commission.
comma.
Yeah, and then really you could go through everything that's in B and pull out all the ones that start with prior written permission. It would already be stated in B,
Prior, right,
because some of them say that and some of them don't.
yeah,
I know, I still think it's worth being redundant on that one.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just say it in
It's
every
worth being
single
redundant,
one
okay.
of them.
We're
Okay.
being redundant.
Yeah.
Well, that's, and then I
Yeah.
would add it to the ones where it is
Yeah.
not.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it reserved rights in the premises or on the premises?
Now we're already.
Oh, God, they're just, so B, it's underlined, the first.
Oh, reserved
It's
rights.
in.
Reserved rights
It's in.
in?
It's in.
It's in, is it
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Okay, in, okay. Just curious, all right, all right. Guarantee reserved right to all activities.
You could just call it reserved premise rights.
Reserved
Get rid of the
pre-
inner,
reserved
inner on
premise-
altogether.
Reserved premise rights.
Don't be so passive.
I need a little time to like think about how to write that, but.
Oh, you know what? Back to number 4. How about removing, cutting, pruning, digging, or destroying
Which number?
vegetation?
Removing, cutting, pruning,
Digging
Digging,
or destroying. That would get at
oh,
your
yeah, yeah.
concern for
Yeah,
the
that's
roots.
true.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
How about for B, reserved rights in the premises? Before we get into the grantor reserves the right to conduct or permit, have a previous sentence that says something like, any work within the 100-foot buffer zone continues to require review and permitting through the Conservation Commission, or something along those lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
And then,
yeah,
that being understood, the grantor reserves the right to
Yeah.
conduct or permit the following activities.
yeah,
Any work
Yep.
within the 100-foot buffer zone will require, help me here.
require, no.
But why do you have to
require-
call that out? This is on the whole restriction. What's the reason for calling out the buffer zone stuff? I don't understand.
Because it-
That's the only place we have jurisdiction.
Yeah.
But in this whole thing, don't we basically, are we
If
getting,
it's outside of the buffer zone, it's the conservation restriction is the controlling document,
Right.
which,
But not the Wetlands
but
Protection
not the
Act.
Wetlands Protection Act.
oh,
So
okay.
They would have to
we
go
want to
to.
make sure, so it's, and that's the thing that also helps underscore for the property owners that conservation restriction applies to all of this. But here, right by that first 100
Right.
feet, it's the conservation restriction and the Wetland Protection Act.
Right, kind of
Okay.
it overlays on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, I like that because it really distinguishes
Yeah.
the two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I like that.
So
Okay.
any work within the 100-foot buffer zone will require prior approval and permit from Conservation Commission ahead of, with prior written permission of the grantee and division after
And-
Yeah.
consultation.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Say wetlands and, 100-foot buffer zone.
Within the wetlands.
Oh, it's within the 100-foot buffer zone too, the wetlands.
wetland.
Right. But it's
Right.
also the wetlands.
Right,
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so any work within the wetlands and
Okay.
the
And,
100 buffer zone. Yes.
And then you could go on to say, furthermore, any of the following reserved rights of the grantor will require permitting by blah, 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 blah.
I like furthermore.
Furthermore,
Furthermore's always got a good sound.
Furthermore, any
of the following reserved grantor's rights will require permitting. Or will require permission slash permitting, whatever works, whichever one's more correct.
I like review and permission. So it's not just, yeah, go ahead, it's review.
review and
not
permission.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so anywhere, so, and then furthermore, okay.
So if you get that written up, you could recirculate it to all of us for any nitpicking you might want to do.
Yeah, between now and Tuesday,
All right, on to the beach area.
We're not done?
Page 7. So, I have a suggestion about the beach. I would strike beach, and I would put surrounding area around dock.
Where are you?
In 2.
Okay.
In 2. So basically, it says the grantor may use equipment necessary, including motorized equipment for the construction, delivery, and if necessary, replacement of the dock and surrounding beach area. I would say and surrounding
Sure.
Typical.
area around the dock. Or shore around the dock?
Shore
Shore.
area.
Bank?
Bank.
You just want to get rid of beach.
I want to get rid of beach.
Yeah.
You don't want just bank, because you're talking about the ground too. I'd say shore area.
Shore area?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Shore
any waterfront, something like that.
area. Can I get this call? Sorry. I'll be right back. Eric, what's up? Hey. I'm in the meeting.
It's the boy who's gone to the army.
Right.
Yeah.
Boot camp. Yes.
Oh my God.
So this is, so this is talking about the maintenance, right? Equipment for construction and delivery of replacement. And we scratched and maintenance of
Yeah.
the dock and surrounding beach area and.
So for whatever it's worth, AJ's email says, as far as beach, it's just maintaining shoreline of debris and such that blows up from the pond. Like a big dead tree that fell and is right at the shoreline. Just stuff like that.
So that might be what Bonnie thought. She saw some evidence of clearing. It might be if there's a dead tree.
Yeah,
That might be what they cleared.
yeah.
So then just say
Use
dock.
Chapter 91 license mention beach.
I don't know. How do we find that out? There must be some place they keep those.
Do we have the RDA we gave
Yeah,
back that? Did we mention beach?
yeah. Well, I can
We can look it up.
attempt to find
Look
it.
it up in our minutes.
Oh, there we go.
See, that would be.
So he has a license for that dock? Evidently, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Or his in-laws do, right?
Well, it might transfer. Yeah, whoever owns is the actual owner. But previous owners of the whole parcel got the dock license back when you could get a dock license. And then that property was then since sold to AJ and in-laws,
Right,
so they could transfer to them.
okay.
And his piece of property is the only one with access.
No, actually, his property and the property next door to the in-laws, both are as close to waterfront as you can with the CR land in between them and the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's only one dock license,
Right.
so,
What's a dock license?
hmm?
What's a dock license? Like we were just talking about this guy's been in a dock, does he need a license? I don't know you
Yeah.
needed one.
Years
No,
ago,
thank goodness.
back in colonial times,
Yeah.
Commonwealth decided that ponds of a certain size, 10 acres or more,
Yep,
Yeah.
were
in their
designated
natural state.
natural ponds, which of course back in colonial times they were,
Right.
for the most part,
Yep.
were designated as great ponds and understood as to be shared by all members of the Commonwealth.
Okay.
And then that got put into state constitution or something in the 1800s. And then in about 2007, the state decided to suddenly start enforcing that. And so contacted all the towns and said, you have to issue dock licenses for any structures on great ponds. So in Ayer, Sandy Pond, Long Pond, and Spectacle Pond are great ponds, but Long Pond doesn't have, it has one common dock on it from Pondview Estates, and then Spectacle Pond is mostly in Littleton, so we never had anything there. So the one it was applicable to for us was Sandy Pond, a couple on Long Pond, but, so there is a time limit that the state said everybody needs to have a dock license by such and such a time, so
Everything good?
anybody who ever had hopes to get a dock needed to apply for it within that time span. To get dock licenses in the future requires that a town have a resource management plan, which would be costly to get. And we don't have that.
And,
But-
and in Ayer, we have the additional complication of the ACEC.
Yeah. Which at one point, the states, I would say the state sort of, you can't get direct, straight answers on all of this. So it seems like they got a lot of wires crossed.
Mhm.
They sort of stabbed themselves in the foot.
And us as well, but we can't give any new dock licenses.
On Sandy Pond.
Yeah, and we sort of approved it, but the state issues the dock licenses.
We give a determination of applicability,
Yeah.
and then with that, they can apply for a dock license in the state,
Right.
Okay.
where they could. They can't
They could.
anymore.
They come up?
They can't anymore.
Oh,
They could back then.
so it's done.
Unless we did a resource management plan, which,
For the entire ACEC.
yeah, Judy Schmidt said would probably have to be for the entire ACEC, which crosses 9 towns or something. Petapawag.
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 Mm.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's an enormous undertaking.
Mm.
So it's just a nightmare.
And then there's the whole enforcement
Mm-hmm.
chapter.
We don't enforce, the state does.
And they don't.
Exactly.
They don't.
So you can do what you want.
But if they did, could be a $25,000 fine.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least back 10 years ago.
So all
Yeah.
the folks on the pond, did they, even if they didn't have a dock, did they look to get a license for a future, or was that even allowed? or-
Well, that's what happened in Kohler Place.
Okay.
So they decided, they were planning on building some houses
Yeah.
for the family, and then it fell through, so that's why it passed over into AJ's hands. But they got the dock license based on that future plan.
Okay.
So probably a lot of docks on Sandy Pond are licensed.
I would say most of the docks in Sandy Pond are licensed. And then it's gonna be a nightmare figuring out the renewal process.
Right, because they're all gonna renew at the same time regardless of when the license issued.
Right, and that's very confusing in and of itself.
When's that coming up?
It's a nightmare. Bill and I were
2025?
at an MACC thing on it year ago or something, and asking questions, and afterwards like, but we're on an ACEC. Oh, you shouldn't have any licensed docks on that pond.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
Even though 10 years ago they came out, the state came out, DEP, to do sessions with like Groton and Ayer and other towns
Uh-huh.
that had ACEC issues on their ponds. So,
Right, right.
so I mean, they sort of, one hand doesn't know what the other hand.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
But Shaker Mill Pond is not a great pond. Flanagan's is not a great pond.
Right, right.
No license needed,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
still need to come.
But Flanagan is in an ACEC. But Shaker Pond is not.
Right, but digging or dredging in either one of them violates the Wetland Protection Act.
True,
So it requires permitting
true.
of a different sort,
Right,
not dock
right,
license.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
If you were digging in.
Digging in? Digging? And just digging?
And
All
back
right,
to this.
so back to the. Oh, and then in, moving down to 3-4.
But what did we say about beach? Are we just gonna call
Oh,
it waterfront area or whatever?
Shorefront?
Or shoreline?
Shore area?
Short area.
Shore
Shore
area.
area?
Okay, okay.
Shore area. And then in 3-4, it mentions beach area again. I would strike that and say adjacent shore area. Around dock. No.
Or shore area adjacent to dock?
Adjacent to dock? Yeah, adjacent to dock.
Adjacent.
Keeping, and then I just said keeping with the 5-foot wide path as in
Where are you for
number
that?
one. Well, because in
No,
one, they mentioned the 5-foot wide path
Yeah.
to get to the dock. And then I was
Mhm.
gonna reiterate in 3-4, the right to maintain and use the dock for non-commercial uses, the right to use the access area and adjacent
and the
shore
right to
area,
use. Yeah.
keeping with, or no, I don't know. You wanna include the path again?
Well, we could put it in parentheses.
Then the process along sandy pond for
Oh, the path is the access area.
yeah, within the premises along sandy pond.
think
The
what they're-
access area is the
Yeah, is the
so
path,
we're-
right, is the path, right.
It gets confusing.
Right,
with
yeah,
the-
right,
yeah.
yeah, is the path, okay.
And then 4-5 reiterates that.
All access to the dock from Right Road should be only over the access area, yep.
So you couldn't start from off premises, paddle up to the dock and use the dock?
No.
Can't do that.
And then at the end of 2, was it all equipment shall be confined to the path and the dock? Remember, because
Oh.
it's because something about dock
Yeah.
and beach footprint got
Yeah,
got
does not materially
underlined.
impair the conservation values of this conservation restriction, and all equipment used shall be confined to path, dock, and beach footprint. But there isn't gonna be a beach.
So we just change that to shore area?
be confined to the path, dock, and shore. and
Well,
shore.
so in 2, it refers to something shown on the plan as dock area. And I don't have a copy of that plan.
So we could say all equipment shall be confined to the path and dock area. We'll just leave it at that.
Confined to the path
That's,
and dock area.
yeah, it's sort of vague enough.
It
I mean, it's
includes
sort of
the
like-
area
Yeah.
surround,
Yeah.
adjacent to the dock. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm.
See up there, there's reference to booking page of the dock license. So you can find it there.
Okay, yep.
All right.
So if we're talking about dock area now, instead of calling the beach area the shore area, should we just call it the dock area?
Can we just specify like a size limitation
Well, maybe,
around the dock?
Well, right now it's saying on the plan,
yeah.
shown on the plan as dock area, so whatever's drawn there would
Right.
be the dock area, so.
Right.
But
right.
we don't, wait a minute, maybe it's over here.
Yeah, and I don't, well, hang on, wait a sec, I have the whole big giant envelope of stuff, maybe the plan is in here.
As a dock area, yeah.
Here's a teeny tiny little plan. I'm not sure this is gonna be,
Because,
shows the 5-foot wide path.
well, I think that's good because then you can define dock area consists of dock and whatever area around the dock.
Not a lot of detail.
No. Um,
5-foot wide path. And there's like this little tiny.
You know, some of this will probably be a lot easier to do after we actually get there and see what it looks like.
Mm.
Good point.
Yeah.
So, shall we defer further discussion on it until after the sidewalk? Or,
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, unless somebody has specific changes right now.
how about if you reworded those few areas that Bonnie
Mm-hmm.
said we could look at those after the sidewalk as well?
Mm-hmm. On Tuesday or at the next meeting?
At the next meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you play with the rewording according to the harsh demands of Ms. Tillotson,
The harsh demands.
so that at our next meeting, we could see if we're all still comfortable with that wording and anything's changed based on your observations
That's a good
or
point.
discussion.
Yep, yep.
All right. Next, discussion here, wetlands protection bylaw.
So, you're looking at me like I'm supposed to deliver something. I believe I'm supposed to be getting feedback.
Yes.
He's getting feedback.
So George, what you got? So, our agent has partially suggested the MACC language sounds a bit nasty, toothy, and that there should be an effort made to loosen it up a bit.
Well, weren't we
Just make it
following,
less harsh.
weren't we following Groton's bylaw?
Groton, Harvard, they're both
Well,
a
they're
lot
all- Are
more
they all like in that
friendly,
genre?
friendlier.
No, I mean,
Friendlier?
Yeah.
Harvard actually does a lot of repeating of the MACC in certain parts.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's tiny. This is,
Yeah.
it's very brief. Did I tell everybody or just you that Robert said, in this case, less is more? And that the whole state is going to numbered and lettered lists rather than sections of Roman numerals?
Oh, really?
Yep. We're doing a whole, the land use team is doing a whole review of the general code for the town, and it's been really interesting to be a part of that.
So, okay, so put these to 1, 2, 3 and all that. But,
Yeah.
I did make a little thing about, that first paragraph, or second paragraph, first paragraph under jurisdictions, exemptions, where they list all the things that you can't tamper with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just such a, so I just tried to see what it looked like if you made a list out of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it gets complicated because you're making a list of the resource areas, and then you also are making reference to the buffer zone, and then you're making reference to the rivers and streams, and then you're making reference to its buffer zone, and it's stylistically just a little, and then you're talking about land subject to flooding
Yeah.
and ACEC and all that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I can see why they just switched it all in
Right.
together.
Right.
So I didn't like how that looked, it just got
Mhm.
confusing.
Yeah.
What about a table? Instead of a list? You know, like a table.
How would you,
How would you do a table?
yeah,
You would.
I don't know if, I think you still have to have a declarative statement, not just a table.
For each one?
Yeah. But, I sort of think we shouldn't overthink some things.
Yeah.
And complicate things and.
I agree. I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I sort of asked that, and it's like, it adds a different level of.
Yeah, no, for that first paragraph, the other two, our north and south neighbors just had that purpose in a paragraph.
Right.
And jurisdiction in a paragraph.
So one paragraph
So you want one paragraph for purpose?
and one paragraph for jurisdiction?
Well, so Groton has purpose and intent
Okay.
and jurisdiction. Harvard has purpose and jurisdiction. And both of them have presumptions separately. So,
So you want to have a different section on presumptions?
I think so. I think it can come right after jurisdiction,
Okay.
'cause it does get buried otherwise.
So you would like me to consolidate into single paragraphs for some things?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at, the LACC draft has 4 paragraphs for the outside consultant section. And then Groton has 1 paragraph But there are things that Groton does that I don't think we should do.
What's that?
Well, they have in their one paragraph, they say the commission may require an applicant to pay a fee for the reasonable costs and expenses borne by the commission for specific expert engineering and consultant services. And the MACC version is structured that commission doesn't bear any expense. It's, you want them paying for it up front into the
The
dedicated
special
account.
account.
Yeah, but I can still, I'll play with this to shorten it to 1 or 2 paragraphs.
I think we're more likely to get buy-in as long as we are
Right,
covering what we require.
okay.
We don't need to,
So I'm happy to start working on a new, little bit looser draft.
Okay.
Okay.
One of the things, and I think you were liking this from Groton, is they had a list of things you could do.
Yep.
But if you look at that, they had a list, they called it presumptions of prohibited activities. And this I found confusing, so I don't want to actually use what they do. But, and when everybody refers to adjacent upland resource areas, it's also the buffer zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets confusing when you see one or the other.
I know.
Say that again, you said that is the buffer zone?
Yeah, I mean, adjacent
Upwards.
upland resource areas, they're upland means they're out of the resource area, which means it buffer zone.
It's that next 100 feet
Yeah.
up.
Beyond the buffer zone?
No, in the buffer zone.
Actually, in the buffer zone?
That is the buffer zone. It's adjacent to the resource area.
From the
But they're
flag
also
out 100
saying
feet.
their presumption is that they are
Okay.
presumed significant and to protection as well. And then they talk about, they list, this is what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
They list prohibited activities,
A through G.
A through G, yeah, erection of permanent buildings, construction of parking lots, proximity to dumpsters or whatever. And, I don't know that we would want to, or could get away with doing that kind of prohibition blanket in air.
I don't think we have enough space.
Space to, right.
Right.
So what I was thinking I might do then is gear a section towards minor activities that residential homeowners are likely to want to do, and create a, not limited to, but including but not limited to, some of these activities. Oh, I don't know, Joanne, what did you want for this? You were referring to it. I'm not sure what Groton has done is useful for us, because everything else requires an order of conditions, which it already does. But this is Groton, so that's, and while you're looking at
I
that,
like Groton. I did look at it a
can
while
I go get
back.
a drink of water? Then my mouth is
Yes,
turning
yes, of
into-
course you can. If I could go get a phone call, you can get a drink of water.
I'm going to get some water. I'm going to get some wetland resources.
I wonder if this is where we think about a no-touch zone of a certain number of feet, and then you can build a shed on the next certain number of feet, as long as it's not on a foundation, and then you can put a garage on the next number of feet.
So do we end up putting that in the bylaw or
Regulations.
in regulations? Yeah, so does that,
Groton
I
has
guess,
it.
how does that,
Yeah,
how
I
does that
thought it was
work?
regulations, but,
The regulations come
like-
after the bylaw? Like
Yeah.
the town votes on that then? or-
yeah.
The bylaw gives commission
The ability to do the
ability
regulations.
To do regulations. The regulations are done, they don't require town meeting vote, but they do require public hearings.
Public hearing.
Mm-hmm.
At least a public meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So keeping any talk of no touch zones out of the bylaw seems to be
Yeah,
the way to
yeah,
look at this.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I think if we put in what Groton put in theirs, and they get away with more in their town because it's bigger, I think it would be a recipe for disaster. in
Yeah.
ours.
But I think, you know, in regulations, there has to be something in terms of like regulating new development,
Mhm.
you know, not going, you
Right.
know, 10 feet to the.
And
to
in
the flag.
regulations, you can do something like decide for previously undisturbed areas.
Right,
No, you can do the no touch, no disturb.
right, right,
And no structures or whatever,
right.
but you have to.
But you have
use
to
the
define it.
grandfather, yeah.
But you're defining and,
Yeah.
So Groton's presumption A1, A1A, disturbance of any existing vegetation within 50 feet of any freshwater wetland except for removal of invasive vegetation only. That's a prohibited activity. So
Right.
does that mean they have a 50-foot no touch?
Yeah, see, I think there we, as I say, I don't think we can do the same thing that
No.
Groton does.
No.
And,
Well, this is where we had talked before, right, about doing the, like you said, residential might be something, but again, if it's truly development, then that's, you want something a little tighter.
yeah.
You know, are we allowed to discriminate in the regulation? Does it afford that ability? Is that considered discrimination or not really? You know?
Well, if we tried and town council said we couldn't, then we would know the answer to that
Oh,
question.
yeah, so we could always try, so I presume that if we did, if we passed a bylaw and we could write regulations, and then we worked on writing regulations, presume before we can solidify them, they'd have to be looked at by town council.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yes,
So as we have,
before August 22nd.
Hmm?
Before August 22nd.
What? No, regulations.
Oh, regulations.
Rates, yeah, that's after.
Okay, right, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
Yep.
separate.
yeah,
Yeah.
so in putting forth the bylaw and bringing it out to the town and having the open sessions, we obviously have to make it very clear to folks that by approving this bylaw, you know, the intent is we want to have a little bit stricter control on things and stuff that we've seen in the past that we all believe nobody was
Yes.
very happy with.
Right, right.
Yep.
And so with that,
goes,
you know,
yeah.
regulations will be forthcoming so that they're aware of that, you know,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
And if we were, you know, to go to town meeting in the fall, if we had.
For the bylaw
For the
approval.
bylaw,
Yeah.
if we had a general idea of some of the things we might be looking for in regulations,
Yeah, I'm sure people ask.
yeah, that would be, I think, a plus if we could speak to that.
Right.
If George could. And the rest of us was, not my idea, that's his. If there was feedback.
But thinking
No,
about
but-
when we went back to when this was first going on,
Yeah.
a year or so ago, right? I mean, enough people asked us certain particular questions, you know, we could sort of address those
Right,
in the
right.
open sessions and say, this is some of the stuff we're thinking about, you know, what are you interested in, you know, what might work for you or what doesn't work for you, you know,
Yep.
and go from there, and then,
And my
Yeah.
memory was, when we had the last public hearings, people were concerned and, you know, vexed by, if we were saying, oh, if you wanted to dig up a shrub in your yard and it was in the buffer zone to your pond, you wanted to replace it with something else, you had to come before the commission. And, I mean, according to the state regulations, that would be considered a minor
Right,
activity.
and
Right.
here's the list of minor
Yeah,
activities.
right,
Yep.
Right.
But I think at the time, Bill was saying, well,
They-
yes, you would have to come before us.
Yeah.
he was.
And it was a
Yeah.
lack, it's just a lack of knowledge, like
Yeah.
a lack of, you know, lack of knowing.
Yeah, A through Q, there's a
Yeah.
lot of things you
Yeah.
can do.
Right.
Right, right.
Well, I, you know, think
So I
about
was
Calvin
thinking-
being here moments ago, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he was saying, he goes,
Right.
10 years ago, this,
Right.
we would have just done this and it would have been, no one would have cared, right? And,
Right.
being new to
Not
Mass, I
all
don't
of
know.
these would apply
When,
to us.
when did we approve the Wetland Protection Act? Like, when did that come across?
Right. But I
Yeah.
think as changes are made, with, land and, development, obviously when you change one thing, you're gonna change something over here, and now the effects of, and I guess it's knowledge of what the effects could be, like on, a wetland or a wetland resource, or, just overall.
And I think that's some of the stuff we would bring out as sort of a preamble
Right.
in the bylaw discussion, right? We'd
Mhm.
say, these are the things that we've been educated on, that
Yeah.
we see, right? If you
Right,
have,
right.
if it's too steep a slope in the buffer,
It affects stormwater
stuff is
runoff.
not gonna,
Right, like just,
it's gonna create damage, and
Yeah.
so we're trying to protect that so that
Right.
our children do have something to enjoy,
Yeah.
and it's not all ruined, but,
Yeah.
we do
Right.
understand that people need some,
Yeah.
not free will, but,
Or you're just not, you're not, creating.
Or even the example of Calvin and the drainage, the redirection of that channel.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, kids
Yeah.
innocently for a dirt bike path
Yeah.
changed a drainage pattern, and now look
Yeah.
what happens to
Yeah.
everybody else's backyards and so
Right.
on. So
Right.
there are reasons why we want, some planning and review on some
Right.
things.
Right.
But
Right.
and honestly, that would be
Hmm?
a good example. If we could
Yeah.
actually get some good pictures of it now,
Mhm.
it would be something that'd be a good example to say,
Yeah.
these are the types of things that
Yeah.
Yeah.
people innocently enough don't
Right.
think about, and it creates a problem then.
Yeah.
Right.
For not just them, but obviously many people.
Right.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, digging up some bushes in your yard, that you're not going to leave a giant pile of dirt for 5 weeks, and you're going to be replanting, or you can, because I think that's what,
Yeah.
that sort of hurt us with, I think Bill was sort of suggesting, if you're digging, you have to come to us.
Right.
And it's
Right.
like, that looks a bit too intrusive.
Yeah, I know there was one couple that were here
Yeah.
about something like that they wanted
Yeah.
some shrubs along the
Yeah.
slope or something. I
Right.
forgot what it was, but-
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think
So-
replanting around a wetland or a pond is a good thing,
More trees.
right?
More trees.
More trees, more natural vegetation,
It's in there.
Yes.
more stuff for the beavers to chew down.
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking, somebody on the right road, remember we gave the enforcement order on a couple across from Sandy Pond on Snake Hill Road? For
Yeah,
that
for all the
huge
pine
pile
trees.
of, the previous, the guy who bought it and flipped it and sold it to them had clear cut all the
Right,
trees.
right, right.
But then they were replacing all the really bad soil,
Mhm.
and they had a huge pile.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave them an enforcement order there because that was a huge pile
Mm-hmm.
with no controls around it. And if you got one of those cloud bursts, could easily have washed it over the road and into the pond.
Mm.
So anybody who's doing a project like that, you want them, if it's going to take that much time, they need to
Mhm.
see us. On the other hand, somebody last year on Wright Road got a huge pile of soil delivered, and this wasn't jurisdictional to us. And it was spread by the end of the day. So it wasn't sitting there,
Oh, they spread it on
They
the
spread
property?
it, yeah,
Oh, okay.
they spread it on the property, so,
Mhm.
so, a way to say, okay, homeowner, if you're getting something in, but you're handling it right away and it's all gonna
Right,
be,
right.
that's one thing, but if you're creating a dirt disturbance that's,
Mm-hmm.
something unforeseen, like a massive cloudburst could
Yeah, just affect.
create consequences that we don't want, then
Right,
that's a
right.
different thing,
Right, right.
so,
Yeah. Yeah.
sort of common sense.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Mark gave me some comments.
And those are my comments, not Olivia's.
Yeah, we probably
My daughter's lamp top.
So here, that's where I started, and then, look at, I can actually read this. And I have a few,
So this is, okay.
I didn't get very far in my,
So yours is
my
still
large
work in
print.
process?
my large print version.
So where did you start up on that?
I only got a few pages into it, so, I think, unless you're gonna go crazy on this weekend, I'll keep my large print version and finish doing, and get this to you at the beginning of the week.
Okay. John and Bonnie, George?
I didn't have any comments. I was just gonna wait for
The next.
the next one, the next round.
Same. Oh, esteemed chair.
I don't have anything to give you.
Okay. So I will start working on polishing and making it more user-friendly.
So Jess, so in regards to the presumptions area, and you said the list of, what is it, Groton has a list of allowed activities?
Of prohibited activities.
Allowed and prohibited and
Here's,
I've got it.
you just have that, that's Groton's.
Page 5. Yeah, and they have like prohibited activity and then activities that you could get an order of conditions for.
Mm-hmm.
And some of their prohibited activities I don't think would fly in here at all.
So would it be useful to start, like in our presumption sections, essentially following the same thought process,
Thought process, but do
duplicate the
one
Wetland Protection Act and let's start there, and then go from,
Yeah,
right, and then identify the minor ones, so the presumption is
yeah. The-
folks are aware that they're allowed to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe to the extent of sort of softening it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does seem,
Yeah.
I mean, put it right up front, right? And then you got it right here, page 1. So
yep.
this is prohibited, this is, and again, it's nothing that Ayer is doing, it's like, this is what the Wetlands Protection Act says.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're just trying to enforce that. And yeah, just like you said, right, it's the
Yeah.
people don't even know what they're
Yeah.
supposed to be able to do and
Right.
not supposed to be able to do.
Right.
So
Right.
that might be good to
Just
help.
make it real simple, like just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
could-
something to put in a table, you know, like the zoning tables?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, some kind of table.
So we could do that paragraph, but then also have a table that was different, same information but differently presented.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, because it's easy to kind of read, you know.
And can we put
Simple.
pictures in the bylaw at all?
Pictures?
Not so much like a photograph, but I was just
Well,
thinking,
those diagrams, there's some really
yeah,
nice.
remember the buffer zone,
Yeah.
the stuff we did at MACC?
Yeah, yeah.
And that had the,
Yeah, beautiful.
this is the riverfront, this is,
Right.
you know,
Oh, really?
A
yeah,
nice-
all the
nice-
distances.
Nice cross-section.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Some people like pictures.
Yeah.
Some people have a much easier time with pictures.
I
Definitely.
like that.
Okay, so I will continue and then try to have a new draft and then for the next draft, we should be picky.
Okay.
I would say,
We will
I would say pickier, but
pick your,
pickier for Mark and Joanne,
and
but
picky, picky for us, picky for us.
Yeah, and then at that point, if we think we're starting to get close, then we should, Joanne will have investigated more about how we get a mailing out to.
Yes.
And set a few dates
Yeah.
and get that started, and then we can get it to town council by April 22nd, or
Okay.
August 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look for the picture, and I can send it along to you, and you can paste it in somewhere,
Okay,
as an appendix or something maybe.
yeah. We could try.
Yeah, it's in the, I know it's in the slide deck that they sent us, I'll just have to
Yeah.
find it, and
Yep.
Yeah,
flip it over to you.
okay.
Or I'll send you a little slide deck and just say, here.
All right, George, that's it for that.
And can we get examples of other town regulations?
Got those.
Yep. Yep, I've got those two.
Traveling,
Bylaw bag.
bylaw bag. I have here Littleton, Groton, something from Orleans. Oh, yeah. Spencer, Carlisle. Sudbury, Andover, Reading. They need to get Harvard's, Littleton. No, I got Littleton. I need to get Harvard's.
Those are the regulations, not bylaws, those are the regulations.
Yeah, you wanna-
Okay.
Take a look at it.
Sure.
Some are short and some are really long.
Can we get copies?
Hmm?
Can we get copies?
Of all the other
Of all
towns. Well, maybe a few representatives.
Few representative
Yeah.
ones.
Okay, and
If you send those to me, I can make copies of them here.
This is where a table would be good.
Yeah.
Right, it's like
Yeah.
XXX, you know, this town does this.
I know.
This one does this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
well, when I went through the bylaw, I sort of did that for the towns of who did what for which section. But
Would you, I'd be willing to try and put a table together off these if you'd like.
You really want to?
Wow.
I've got nothing better to do. No.
Wow.
I'm
Bear
gonna
in
give it a
mind,
shot.
there's no huge rush on that, because,
Yeah, I mean, I'll
But yeah.
take a stab at it.
Yeah.
I spreadsheets I love, so.
Okay, awesome. I think then that will help with Tommy writing
Mark
the bylaw as well.
has
Might help.
a
Might
green
help.
folder of regulations for other towns.
In case she forgets.
You know, in case he never shows up
shows
to a
up.
meeting again.
Buried in spreadsheets.
Yep.
Well, that just makes what I have to carry home a little bit lighter.
There you go.
And quite the opposite for me. Kind of doubled my weight load.
So sorry. Crocodile tears.
Okay. Office updates, part 2.
Where the heck are we here even? Oil spill cleanup. Wow. So, this is little red twig dogwood
Oh,
getting
Look at
getting red.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
A red twigged.
Dogwood.
It's very nice looking.
Is it really called a red twigged?
Yes, it is.
Yep, dogwood, they're getting twigged.
You
Mhm.
question,
Yep.
Joanne?
I have one in my yard getting red too.
Yes,
It's
me
like
too.
change color. They do, they get redder
Yeah.
as,
And I've got red twig dogwoods right next to pussy willows, so the texture in the cut is really.
well, that's a good sign.
So this is
It's a
looking
bad sign.
up gradient from the wetland crossing at the end of Nashua.
Oh, did you talk to
Tree?
Nest, oh, never mind. What's her face?
Judy?
No,
No.
Denise.
Denise. I ended up talking to Judy because my email to Denise returned a message saying she wouldn't be back till the 16th. So earlier in the spring, if we can call this season spring, the water was really this kind of
So that.
in a much wider channel, and so it's kind of settling into a smaller footprint, which is
Mhm.
kind of,
Is that good?
Did all that get remediated,
Yeah.
Joanne? All in there, that all got remediated?
yeah.
Okay.
And so this is a little hard to tell where I am. This is the foundation of the new house on lot 7. Crossing is about here. And this is the last house on the left on Trevor Trail. So I walked up into the woods a little bit
Mm-hmm.
where Paul had asked the guys from Trident to really throw stuff back into the woods,
Mhm.
branches and whatever they had to cut to get the mat in. They stacked neatly next to the mat and then made remediated areas look like the woods with fallen and broken, and so it was nice to see how hard it was to walk in there.
So is this
actually.
spread across the plantings? Like are the plantings interspersed where they spread this stuff out then?
Yeah.
or- Okay.
Yep. Don't know what that is.
That was good. So it looks good.
It does, it looks very good, yep. The Middleton's dock, this is what they want to put in. 24 feet seems like an awful lot of dock for kayaks, but
Why so long?
I don't know.
I don't know if I like that idea.
That's sticking out way too much, isn't it?
That's way too far out. It really is.
It's a long way out. I don't know if a lot of their first section is gonna be taken up with the landing,
Right.
because they do have a bit of a drop off.
Right. If
That would be my
if
assumption.
it's kind of going up and then down and out.
Well, or if it's gonna go, if it has to be on the land where their grass is, and then
And
the
it's
land
sloping
falls
down.
away and the dock continues kind
Right.
of up in the air.
Right.
Which is gonna make it hard to get into the kayak.
And it is gonna make it hard to get into a kayak.
Because of the drought.
Mm-hmm.
The slope.
Well, wouldn't you think,
Well, if it's
Not
up,
flat.
if it's
Yeah.
this far above the water.
If it's sloped.
Yeah,
right,
if you're
but is,
3
but is-
feet.
is that why they need 24 feet, so that it gets to the point where it finally meets the water from the height that they're at?
Well, maybe that's,
Well,
You know, as
if
opposed to
it's-
me,
If
it's
it's
still-
sloping down, it might, but.
Right, that's what I'm saying, it's gonna, whatever it's resting on,
Mhm.
right, so it's,
So could we make an inquiry of them as to how far it actually would extend to
Yeah.
the water itself?
yeah.
Yeah, out past the.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they gotta think this through. I mean, that's a lot of dock not to work.
and to have to remove that every year, it does not look light. And it's pressure treated wood, isn't it?
Cedar.
That's cedar, okay.
And this is
Too heavy.
$1,000 worth of dock,
Right.
these 3 sections.
They probably figure, what the heck, if we're gonna put one in, we might as well bite the bullet, put in something.
But you're not getting that out
Well-
without getting in the water too.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get that out.
You're gonna have to get in there.
And do those feet just rest on the bottom, or do they
Yeah.
kinda screw into the bottom?
Nope.
Do you know?
Just sit on the bottom.
Yeah.
They just sit,
Either
okay.
sit on concrete kind of slabs on the bottom, or, because I think they're gonna sink right into the mud.
They'll go in a ways.
Never come
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's not Flanagan, okay.
It's on
Well,
Flanagan.
so if they
Yeah,
put
it's
a
mucky, yeah,
concrete
mucky.
block underneath the feet.
Yeah.
And then just leave them.
Yeah, and try to find them again
I was
in the
gonna say,
spring.
yeah. Good luck.
We put a little.
Little radio
floaty on it.
beacon.
What's Mr. Middleton like? Bigger than her?
Not by much.
That's a lot to lift then.
They're gonna pay somebody to pull it out, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Well, I'll give them a call and see.
Yeah, because if you look at the picture on that picture, it doesn't look like they're planning on much overhang on the land.
Oh, this was from.
That's just the,
This is from Home
vendor
Depot.
thing.
This isn't.
Oh,
This
okay.
isn't their plan.
So before we tell them anything,
Yeah.
let's ask.
Yep,
them.
yep. I can do
And
that.
just say that the commission has concerns about it extending too far into the
Yeah.
water.
All right. We've been down this trail already, Rosewood Ave. Things are looking pretty good, except the road is a mess. So I'm gonna ask him to sweep that up.
Who?
Tim Boscheman.
this is the one that they're building the house, like, next to the other existing house,
Yep.
taking the old
Yeah.
house down. Okay.
Did they take the fence down?
Yep.
They were gonna
That was
take
the
the
one they're
chain.
taking it in the
chain
back,
link
right? They're gonna take the fence
Yep.
down.
Yeah.
Yep. We took the fabric off
Uh-huh.
the posts.
Uh-huh. So,
We talked about that one. So, Bonnie, this is the Zero Sedgway, the Brezhnehan's house,
Okay.
which looks beautiful. These are the trees between the erosion controls and the water.
Oh, okay.
Oops, what am I doing? All right, so when you drive down to the end of Sedgway with your
Uh-huh.
Connecticut license plate,
Yeah.
you come to the place where they're going to be installing that little basin.
Oh, right, right.
The driveway in was getting kind of muddy, so they got washed stone
Uh-huh.
and put it down on the driveway in.
Yeah.
The erosion controls needed a little teeny tiny bit of a repair because they backed over them. But they were going to take care of that this afternoon. And they didn't cut anything other than what they said they were going to cut.
Okay, good.
I think if you're looking at it from across the pond, you see shiny, shiny, bright plywood.
I know, I think that was what I was thinking, that's all I saw was house. I didn't see
Right.
any trees at
Right,
all.
yeah, so
Yeah.
all these big pine trees are still very much standing tall in front of the house.
In that blank area
Mhm.
to the left is sort of probably where the old house was.
Way over here,
Yeah.
way over here, yeah. They were able to salvage 3 logs from the log home. Everything else just came to pieces.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
What would they want to keep them for?
They want to make benches out of the ones that they salvaged. Somebody wanted to come take it apart and take it away.
Oh, really?
And when they tried to, it just fell to pieces.
So dry, huh?
Um,
Insects and such, or?
Well, I don't know. But they're doing a beautiful job in the house. They're being really respectful of our erosion controls, and it's going to be a beautiful place to live. So this is their dock up on the banking. This tree had been cut a long, long time ago, way before we started here. That's the corner of the house where the cabin used to be. And so there they are, the trees.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
So on this side, this is the garage is on the front corner of this part of the house. This is a little hard to describe, and I told Guy that I had to look at the approved plan before I could tell him anything. They want to,
Guy Dunell, the builder,
yes,
not your husband.
exactly. They want to be able to get in and out here
All right.
with the boats and
Yeah,
the
that's
dock and
right.
all.
Yeah.
But there's quite a steep slope from this level down to the erosion controls, and too steep. It's like this steep.
Really?
He said he could lessen it a little bit. I said, well, let me look at the plan and see what it's supposed to be, and then we'll have a conversation.
Did the neighbors get their, I mean, their neighbors were kind of encroaching with their stuff, weren't they? And
Yeah, and
Did you
some
ever
of the
get-
stuff is still up here, but down more on the corner, it's kind of cleaned out. I'll tell you, it was really, really, really hard to leave here between the smell of the framing and the. It was a beautiful day, and I just did not want to come back to the office. So if I'm ever missing, this is
You
where
know where to find
yeah. All right, Air Solar One. I talked to Calvin today when he was in about the 150 plastic pots that got left up there.
Oh, yeah.
He said, say no more, I'll make sure it's cleaned up and I'll send you a picture.
Right.
It's good. The Balch Pond Dam flashboards are in as of the 3rd of this month.
And I showed John those just the other day.
Oh, good. And are you noticing the pond coming up at all, or?
I'll start watching.
I will start
Okay.
watching too.
All right. 0 Central Ave in your packet. There's email from John Hillier late this afternoon. So there isn't a plan yet, but maybe there will be erosion control.
Is the straw wattle in?
Nope.
Maybe ask when he plans to put the straw wattle in?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe ask him when he will finalize his conceptual plan?
Yeah, he was supposed to have a meeting with GPR today.
He doesn't give any dates, which
No.
I'm kind of a little
Yep.
concerned about.
Because I think on that slope up the hill, where all the trees were cleared,
Yeah,
it's gonna need some remedial planting
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
and stuff, so
yeah.
many of us think, some of us think, I think.
Say again?
Remedial.
So they cleared, and then they cleared all the way up that slope up to
The bridge.
2A, yeah, the bridge,
Yeah.
which I understand Alan Minoyan had complained about because if you're driving through town now, and you see it come up to that bridge, it looks horrible now. But there was no reason to clear the trees on that slope,
Right,
so
that's out of our jurisdiction.
it is.
Yeah,
It's way farther away from the stream
Yeah.
than 100 feet.
yeah.
I know, but
Well,
it,
could
but
be,
it,
you know, I mean,
but it may have run afoul
Is it?
of the land clearing bylaw.
In the historic district too.
Yeah.
Isn't that area historic district?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
So building inspector,
Mm-hmm,
town planner,
they know.
yeah.
I can double check about what they're gonna do about it, but they do know.
When he came in, did we say anything about when, like, didn't we give him the impression that we're looking for some fairly quick response here?
Yeah.
Especially in the straw wattles and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
So maybe we should communicate that.
yep. It's on the list. Ask Charlie and Mark about land clearing bylaw.
You could get any support on that from Alan.
Yeah. AJ's walk Tuesday at 6. I'll come back to social media in a sec. So, the Norwood Ave orders were in fact superseding orders that have in fact expired, which is why Judy, that's one of the reasons she's coming out, is to go look at that mess. And she wasn't really quite sure what to do about it, but it's theirs.
Mhm.
That's kind of a relief because our file folder has a notice of intent, a really old expired order of conditions, and a plan. And I want to say it's 100-244, maybe? It's a really, really old order.
Where is she coming out?
Tuesday
Tuesday?
at 1.
On the 6th?
Next Tuesday.
I mean, next Tuesday.
Yeah. Yep. So she's coming out primarily to do inspection of the wetland crossing situation at Nashua Street. And Calvin apparently has cleared the way for us to go over to Trevor Trail with her, and then I'll take her up to Norwood Ave. So it'd be very nice to have her out here. So the social media thing, I've put together 2 posts for Cindy to put on the town Facebook page, and we apparently have a Twitter account.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day. I
Okay.
was like, wow.
We meaning conservation?
No, the town.
town.
Yeah. And Cindy's the portal, so anything I do goes through her. And we've talked a little bit about what makes a good post, an attractive picture or a catchy kind of picture, a little bit of text that's upbeat and inviting, and then a link to click on for more information. So the first one I did was about Pine Meadow, and so I took a picture of the trailhead sign and said something about the Conservation Commission has noticed it's finally spring and we
Mhm.
know you're just dying to go take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I found an article in the Neshoba Valley Voice where George and Jess were interviewed about Pine Meadow a couple years ago.
Ooh.
Many
And
years ago.
it might have been. I don't know. Nothing much has changed over there, though.
Yeah.
We have our new
Yeah.
bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And people have liked the post a bunch of times. People are sharing it with their friends.
It's awesome.
It's very,
Yeah.
very good.
And I see it on Facebook too. I
Yeah,
saw it on Facebook.
that's yeah.
Twitter and Facebook.
Twitter and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So the second one I did was about the rail trail, and
Yep, I saw that one.
I found a nice springy picture, and wrote some cheerful little thing, and the link was to the TripAdvisor reviews about the rail trail, which are like,
Yep,
wow, this is an amazing place.
yep.
And the next one I'm gonna do is about the free paddling event on the Nashua River to celebrate the 50th year of the Watershed Association.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna run out of ideas.
Well, I think we can all
So-
think of something.
If you could all be thinking about, I don't know, something,
Can we use it for providing education to people?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
This is
if you
kind of-
drop something, pick it up, or if your dog does.
Well, so
That's exciting.
So the
Scary.
dog park would be a good one, and we can tie that in with stormwater and dog poop.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The Salamander crossing, they closed Barnum Road off. Did you see that?
No.
For Salamander
When
crossing.
did that happen?
No, Barnum Road or?
McPherson.
I'm sorry, McPherson, sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
McPherson. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how
Just
long.
overnight,
Was it?
yeah.
Oh, is it done
They had
already?
put up that they were closing it for
I thought
the
it
whole
was
day,
for-
and then they put in a correction. It was just from,
No, I thought it was
Overnight.
like for a whole
Well,
month
they-
or something.
Well, they only travel at night.
yeah.
They only
Yeah.
try to get to their place.
So they're gonna close
In
it
the
off
dark.
every night for the next month or?
I don't know, but let's find out.
Because I think that's
Yeah,
very
go check it
progressive.
out.
I usually don't say, I usually don't
Guys, I think I saw your
respond, right? And I'm
comment.
like, this is very progressive of our town to do this.
Yeah.
Can you
Next.
put audio files on?
Yeah.
If you go down where Bishop and McPherson meet, when the peepers are out, it's very loud there.
Nice.
Yeah. You could take some pictures of some turtle crossings, like, and turtles actually crossing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because who put up the signs, the turtle crossing signs? Was that part of the Girl
Girl
Scouts?
Scouts.
Yeah, the Girl
Yeah,
Scouts.
the
we did-
DPW put them up for the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
As They had
Shout
their-
out to them.
Yeah.
They'll be happy
Yeah.
this spring to know that their signs are working.
All right, so we should all put on little thinking caps.
Yeah.
John and I were at the Bear Talk last night,
Oh, how was it?
Oh,
I just
I forgot
couldn't
all about
manage.
Yeah.
and
It was good.
Yeah, it was
very
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
and she said that they'd like to hear of any bear sightings.
In the past?
Not
Current.
Current.
We had one in our backyard in the fall, last
So
fall.
So-
there has been, I think an immature bald eagle's been flying around,
Uh-huh, yeah, we had it, yeah.
and,
Yeah.
which I got some pictures of it, if it is the immature bald eagle. It
Or
didn't
was
have
he
the
acting
white head.
stupid?
It's very immature.
Very immature.
Very immature. The gestures it was making was shocking.
Is it mouthing
Um,
off, beaking off?
But if we could put up little photos here and there that, and something like that could be used to explain the difference between, you know, that, because I remember learning a few years ago, and it's like, oh, wow, that bald eagles don't get the white head until they're about 3 years old.
Yeah.
So if you see something that looks way too large to be a hawk,
Mhm, mhm.
Doesn't
And doesn't have wings
So we-
going like this, like a turkey vulture. Yep.
yeah. So as you speak. Getting lost on my phone. What else? So you would say that is a turkey vulture?
Nope.
What's that?
It's not a turkey vulture, because their
Yeah.
wings are straight and go
There were
up
about
in a V.
4 of them showed up very upset with that,
Oh,
which is, I think, the immature bald eagle.
I think it is too.
Yep. So, but the others were, they were, okay, so on the same size thing, because I had it zoomed, that would be the bald eagle.
Yep.
And then about 4 of those showed up. And that's why I just thought, turkey vulture, it doesn't really look like the profile either.
No.
But they were big enough that they weren't.
But the wings,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll have to,
Unless, of course, she caught it just as it was turned, because I know what you're talking about. They're typically soaring.
yes.
I saw like a dozen of them out the
Yeah.
one day, like when I was out somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Versus-
where are you guys? You know, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, well, I'll put up my thinking cap and think of a couple of things.
Yeah,
I already thought of a couple of things.
I think we could have fun
Yeah.
with this, and
Yeah.
I think it will help
Um,
put us in a more
yeah.
cheerful light than the black eye patch I feel like I wear around town some days.
So you know, town cleanup is coming up.
Yes.
Would you guys be willing to get into kayaks and clean up around the shore?
Your house?
Yeah. I need trash pickup on the pond. No, there's one area on Flanagan that just, well, 2 areas actually, they collect so much trash in the water along the
Wow.
bank, and it gets caught in the, you know, in the brush. So when we moved here like 4 years ago, I was so disturbed by it. There was a lot more in there. There were 5 paint cans that I went and pulled out.
Spray cans or
Paint-
gallon?
Paint gallon,
Ugh.
gallon paint cans. How they got there, I do not know.
Well, I'm already on the town hall cleanup team.
Okay.
What's the date of that again?
The 27th.
27?
I think it's the 27th.
27? Cleanup. Maybe we could take pictures of some of the kayaks or something.
Yeah.
Cleaning up the pond.
Well, I have a 2-seater kayak that I would donate to the cause.
Yeah.
If you needed more boats, I would bring you
Yeah.
my boat.
We need
I
some,
have a
like-
kayak, single-person kayak, and a 2 or 3-person canoe.
Canoes are good because you get a lot of trash.
Yeah, you can put bags of trash in there, yeah. In the middle, yeah.
Yeah. Drag it behind like a trailer.
We got a big dock. It's just jammed in the. It's just like it's been in there for 10 years, easy.
Oh, yeah.
Floated in, and Brandon goes, "We should get it out." It's like, oh. We should.
Yeah.
We all should.
That'll be our next task. That's on the agenda.
Well, that's all I've got.
All right.
What about the Slarsky property?
That would be,
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, jeez, I forgot we had that.
Yeah.
yep.
So any member updates?
Nope.
John,
Nope.
Bonnie,
No.
Jess?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so, and what, before we go,
Oh, this is a repaving project at Housing Authority property off Groton School Road.
is this for our next meeting?
Yes. And at the next meeting also, Steve Smith is coming with his chorus from Autumn Ridge to do the CR monitoring
Report, yeah, the
Yep.
yearly report.
Yep.
Didn't we just do that?
That's what George
Been a
said.
year.
That's exactly what George said.
Been a year, right?
Time flies, huh?
Seems like we just
Time
did it.
flies.
And then we also have to have it's not AJ, CJ's extension.
And that will, does it, oh, no, that doesn't need, it doesn't need a legal ad unless it turned into an amendment.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, next item, executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21A, Section number 6, to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. And we're doing this in executive session because doing an open session would be detrimental to the process.
I move that we go into executive session to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property and to reconvene in open session solely for the purpose of adjourning from the regular meeting.
Second?
Okay. Mark?
Yes, sorry.
I
Aye.
Aye.
I vote aye. Okay, we're in executive session.